So, first of all, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who has subscribed to this channel, whether you are here from Instagram or LinkedIn or any other way. Thank you so much. These numbers are sort of a validation for me that I'm on the right path. So, welcome if you are already part of this community, and if you are new here, hope you will enjoy these conversations. So, I was asked about what do I mean by reclaiming my voice. So, we all have heard this term called being politically correct and being a diplomatic person and being, always trying to say the right thing. Now, for me, my challenge was never about voicing my thoughts. My challenge was the expectation of the others to say how I say the truth. Because I always felt that every person that I interact with is unique. Everyone has a different level of understanding about certain situations. So I used to choose my way of communicating something based on the audience that I am dealing with. And I have no regrets in terms of why I did that. I Because for me, I think it was simple understanding that I can't be talking in French in front of a German audience, for example, right? Or if I start talking in Punjabi in front of Gujarati, you know, they won't get the context of what I'm trying to say. So for me, it was very important to choose the form of my communication based on who I am dealing with. But now that I more spend time with myself, I gradually came to a point where I want to say things the way they are. Because not everything has to be sugar coated, not everything has to be shared in an indirect way. Some things are meant to be addressed the way they are. So for me, my personal exhaustion came from walking on eggshells continuously around the people that I care and that I love. For the outside world, I could always choose, you know, when I want to say, how I want to say, and be okay with it. My challenge came with my own people, where I was labeled as a chameleon, for example. And for me, I took that even as a compliment because for me, chameleon is the best example of resilience, agility, adaptability. You know, it's about survival. So, a chameleon, now again, you can talk about the intent and everything at a deeper level, which of course is a personal choice again, right? How people use their adaptability, resilience to fit in and to get everything moving into their stride. So for me, it was about gradually coming to a place where I will say things the way they are. Does not mean that I lose my compassionate compass, does not mean that I lose my emotions in it, does not mean that I lose my logic in it, or does not mean that I lose any of the aspects of everything. It was about choosing to say it and be okay with getting hate in return. I have received a lot of hate, but I have also received a lot of love. So for me, it was always the balancing act. But in the last 7 years specifically, that gap started to increase, where the hate became more and love was like few bits here and there, temporary, convenience based. So eventually I reached a place where I said, no, I am done bending backwards. I am done thinking about others, their situations, their pain, trying to understand where they come from, stepping into their shoes, and then trying to say, okay, you know what? This person is vulnerable at this point. This person is so fragile at this time. I need to be mindful of what I say, how I say. And then when the same individuals came back and hit me harder because they felt uncomfortable with the truth I told them, is when I realized that it's time that I reclaim my voice my way. Again, not out of any arrogance, but as a commitment to myself. So, yeah, I think, for me, reclaiming my voice is just as simple as this, that where I am allowed to say things the way they are and not how anybody else wants to hear them. Everyone wants to hear things what makes them comfortable. Nobody wants to even acknowledge that sometimes discomfort is the sign of growth. You you know when you're feeling uncomfortable in a situation, that's a clear indication that you need to kind of do something about it. Either you need to change the situation, or you need to move out of the equation, or something. So yeah, I think I just have this. I hope I made sense. And if I did, let me know what you think. Till then, take care. See you.